I think there's no greater sickness when it comes to the online space nowadays. Overall, like there's other problems than Larpers, posers. I hate fake fans. All right. They're probably wondering, Swag, what's the deal here? You're always complaining about everything. What more could you say about fake fans and Larpers than what's already been said on the internet? Well, I can tell you from personal experience. You want to know why? Because I'm a Sonic fan, and these people are insufferable. Now, when the Sonic movies came out, that let a lot of people who do not know JD Jack about Sonic the Hedgehog into the space, for better and for worse. Now, what does that entail for the average everyday Sonic fan? Not too much on the whole, aside from the fact that Sonic fans have this built-in twinge of autism and annoyance into their very beings that they simply do not know how to control. When you become a fan of this blueberry bastard and all his friends, you seem to lose some of your faculties when you go online. Case in point, how the fans view Metal Sonic. Now, I would like to preface that Metal Sonic is my favorite Sonic character, period. He is above everybody else. He's more enjoyable to me than anybody else in this series as of late. But I hate the space around him. People do not know Metal Sonic.
Nothing.
They do not understand Metal Sonic. They think they do, but they don't. Most simply leave Metal Sonic as their that's all they got. That is all they have for his character, because they don't want to play any of the games. They don't want to do anything else. They see clips from edits, clips from OVAs, and that is what they think Metal Sonic's character is to its fullest extent. And then since Sonic fans are Sonic fans, they love to just put their own their head cannons, their little spins on things. Like, yeah, if Eggman ever died, Metal Sonic would actually become a good guy, actually. And on one hand, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a headcanon and wanting that to be how you perceive the character and how this alternate universe you made up in your mind and you think that would be cool. I get it, don't get me wrong. I think about that quite a lot as a Metal Sonic fan, okay? But you have to understand, some of these fans are so deluded that they live in this nonsense and think that what they say that is not real, that has not happened, is somewhat true, or that's how they wish it to be. Alright? A lot of people simply do not understand that Metal Sonic was built and programmed to beat Sonic. That is his main goal. That is what he was made to do, and that is what he wants to accomplish. He is not the funny meme machine. He is a semi-tragic character. I say semi because it's the Sonic franchise. Okay? The main character is a blue hedgehog that goes super duper fast and is buck naked, yet the women wear clothes. But it's not just Metal, and it's not even just the Sonic franchise. Because aside from people not really knowing how Metal is as a character, a lot of people just don't know anything about the thing they claim to be fans of. I'm not going to waste my time with JJK. I probably will make a separate video on JJK posers and Larpers, whatever. Alright, because of how constant they are. But what really gets me is people just not understanding simple things about characters. For example, Goku being a bad dad has been perpetuated throughout the fandom for years. Partially due to word of mouth and people not actually watching Dragon Ball all the way through and simply just watching the fights because big man scream and punch and beam throughout the entire series, alright? And TFS perpetuating this lie through their jokes. You know, I love TFS, don't get me wrong, I grew up on it, but we all gotta admit that to some degree, people do not know Dragon Ball, they know Team 4-Star. Not a lot of people, but a good amount of people who are in the Dragon Ball fan base do not really know the full story of Dragon Ball because they have themselves not consumed it. It's mostly been through clips, segments, pieces of the show, through like games or videos. It's never someone sitting down and watching a TV show or reading the manga anymore. A lot of Dragon Ball fans and fans in general do not take the time out of their day to actually interact with what they claim to be a fan of. And that's why this poser mentality of not really caring and just saying you're a fan of things without actually knowing what you're talking about has become so popular. Because people see it as homework and a little bit more effort to just go and watch a TV show or read a manga, read a comic book, or hell, even listen to an audio. Right? But Goku literally died for his son 2 separate times. When he was not training and fighting, he was at home with his wife, taking care of his son, training him, bonding with him the way he knew how to bond with people. Was he a perfect father? No, he's Goku. He got brain damage. But he was a better dad than most anime fathers, and I'm sick and tired of seeing people say, oh, Piccolo's Gohan's real dad. Piccolo's Gohan's real dad. Oh my god. It's just not true. It's just not. Right, like in the BoJack movie, he didn't say, I'm Piccolo's son. No, he said, I'm my father's son. Let's get it straight. Now, there is one more type of fake fan that really gets under my skin, and that's fans for the fashion, fans for the fame, people who don't really care about what they're talking about. They're just doing whatever is popular because it's popular, okay? That's what really gets under my skin the most. If you're a fake fan, but you still know a surface level amount of stuff, I get that. But when you go into a fan base or a fandom simply to capitalize on it because you found out it's popular and you might get more popular if you interact with it, you need to just stop. Coat yourself in gasoline and give up. It's pissing me off, man. Kill Crazy J about it. Like, comment, subscribe, hype the video, send it to your mom, send it to your grandma, wrap the video up and seal it in silica gel packets. Just preserve it for your dog. Also, if you're wondering why it's taking me so long to make the 70 Sins video, I got a lot going on. And by a lot going on, I mean I've been playing Forza and Tomodachi Life like a lot. Sorry.